This will be a quick live tonight. I know I say that every other night, but tonight's gonna be quick. It ain't gonna be very long. I gotta get up in the morning, so I gotta get to bed here soon. Getting ready to go camping for 8 days. Woo! Oh, I'm gonna get some fishing in, quality time, and all that shit. How are y'all doing this fine evening? I'm sitting here on the porch watching it rain, listening to it rain. Which we needed this damn rain. Oh, Georgia needed this rain. We ain't had like rain like this for probably a good solid month. It's awesome. It's supposed to rain all next week. What they're saying anyway. Some scattered, some every day, some just all depends, or all day. Before we get into tonight's topic, or yeah, I'll wait till there's a few people in here. Hoping No Limits is on tonight. That'd be great. He keeps the party going. Him and old Nick. Last night I had my brother on. He did pretty good. It was a good live. It was like an hour and a half. It was a good live. If you haven't seen it, or if you missed it, go watch it. It's posted on the main feed. So it was pretty cool. It's called Big Machines and Vaccines. It was a pretty good live last night. A lot of good topics. We talked about people committing crimes. We talked about prison. We talked about vaccines. We talked about a lot of stuff last night. It was pretty cool. It was a good live. Hello, I see it's two people in the viewing. How y'all doing? So what do y'all think about the banks, the planes and trains and automobiles shutting down the last couple of days, especially today? My brother, he just flew in from Kentucky. Yeah, was it Arkansas? And he just got here before all of the airlines started shutting down. So he got lucky. He didn't get stuck over there in Arkansas. And he surveys pipelines. He goes and makes sure that the pipelines under the ground, like the oil and gas and natural gas and stuff, are not corroded, and all that. He keeps them in line. So if they get corroded, then he has to mark it with his paint and then notify it in the records. And then the company sends a crew out there to dig it up to fix the corrosion. He's been doing that for better half of 2 years. And he's been out west mainly this past year. Since January he's been out there in Texas and Oklahoma and stuff. He went out to Colorado for a little while, but now he's back at home for a few days. He was supposed to go to Kansas, but they canceled the job out there, so I don't know where he's going next week. He's supposed to be leaving out Monday morning, flying somewhere. They get paid basically $38 an hour, basically. 38 or $40 an hour. He's getting good at it. They're training him to be a crew leader. So once he gets fully trained up on crew lead, then he'll have his own crew to run. It just sucks that he's not at home. I don't get to see him much, but he has to go where the money's at, so it is what it is. He ain't but 25 years old, and he's making really good money, so I'm proud of him. He don't have no responsibilities. He don't have wife and kids. He don't have a house, a mortgage. He lives with mom still. He helps mom out with the small bills and stuff, but he's saving his money. He's gonna save up about 20, 30 grand, and then he's gonna come back and find a house to put down on, his own house and land and stuff. So I told him, since you ain't got no kids, no wife, none of that shit to deal with, put your money away. Just put it in a savings and forget about it, Just live off of what you can live off of while you're out west or wherever you're working. No. Stubborn ass dog. If y'all don't know what a damn Japanese chin dog is, they're like very highly sought after breed. I like the little shit, but he is a fucking nuisance. He is like a donkey. Stubborn. That won't do nothing you tell it to do. He'll look at you like you're stupid. Alright, like for example, he was trying to claw at the screen door, and it's just a screen, ain't no glass. And I'm telling him, sitting there, no, don't. He looks at me like a deer in the headlights, like, whatever. He's a little shit bird, but he's a good little dog. Ozzy Osbourne and his family, they have Japanese chin dogs. They said he won't own another dog unless it's a Japanese chin. They're a sought after breed. His breed is basically royalty. Like his breed, his blood goes all the way back to Queen Elizabeth. I'm not sure which one, but his line goes back way back. His grandpa was a dog champion in Europe for like 5 years, and we ended up with him doing a remodel job. She had a litter, and she gave him to my wife as a gift. It's like a $4,000 dog, like for real. He has more papers than anybody or whatnot. But he's black and white. I like the red and white ones. I think they're prettier than the black and white ones. Mr. Rolex, what's going on? I'm not gonna butcher your name. There's nothing wrong. You said, dang. And then you said, well, just tell you that I might have to train him. Yeah, my daughter, she works with him. She works with him every day, but he's still stubborn as a damn donkey. But he's got a little brother that's a Dotson. Not like literally brother, but he's raised with my little Dotson. His name's Rip. And he listens, like he obeys. That's the smartest dog I got. You tell him no or whatever, he don't do nothing. But my daughter's got them trained to where they bark, they lay down, they roll over, they sit, they stay. He just won't listen to me. So, but then back at home at our other property, we got 3 dogs that are at the house. and we leave them up there because I can't bring them down here. Yeah, that is nice. Uh, I got 2 pits at my house. One is blue and one's Staffordshire. Um, I keep them up there at the house. Actually, that's where I just came from, is feeding all of them. And I've got probably 50 chickens that I take care of. They're all game birds. If you're unsure what game birds is, just look it up. They're all good birds. Very, very, very expensive birds. I've got a lot of money tied up in them. Pit bulls are not bad dogs. They're just how you raise them. But sometimes you will get the crazy nut bird in pits that's untrainable, that are mean, and you can't do nothing with them. It's just something goes wrong in their as they're growing in the womb. They get that gene, one gene that makes them crazy. But typically 90% of the time it's all how you raise them. Because the pit, people don't understand the pit. People think the pit was designed for fighting, but it was not. They were bred and born as nanny dogs back in the 1800s, because when the wife and husband would go out in the field to pick cotton or beans or whatever the crop was, they'd leave their babies with the pit. They were nanny dogs, and they were trained to stay in the house, and you wasn't going in that house. I don't care who you was. That'd eat you up. But later on down the road, people bred them, put extra, I guess, another bloodline of another dog in them to fight, and so yeah. But they wasn't originally bred for fighting. People think that they were nanny dogs. Dang, you're the only one left out of like 15 people. I appreciate you're here, man, or girl, or whatever. I don't know what you are, but I appreciate you being here. All mine were rescues anyway. People were gonna throw them away, so I ended up getting them. So gave them a good life. Yep, yep. One of the dogs that I don't like, because they really are unpredictable, is the Rottweiler. I just can't get my head around that breed. I've been around them, I've seen them, and they're really unpredictable. Like when we were growing up, our neighbor, he had a male and female, and he raised them from pups, and they'd even go after the owner, and the owner would be like telling them to do something, like go to their bed or go to their whatever, and they'd growl and bite them. So I just can't get my head around a Rottweiler. They're just really unpredictable. And the Rottweiler, I think, is like top 2 of the strongest bite force of any dog. Why do you feel bad? Why do you feel bad, if you mind me asking, if you want to talk about it? But yeah, I mean, that breed, I won't never own them. They're good looking dogs. I like the way their colors are and everything. They're like the chow dogs. They were real big in the 80s and 90s. Everybody had to have a chow. If you don't know what a chow chow is, they were big dogs, maybe 60 to 90 pounds, but they were real furry. Like, they had thick fur. And those dogs were good guard dogs. They were good dogs, but their temperament was unpredictable. Like, you'd be playing with it in the living room or the yard, just wrestling around, and next thing you know, they'll just snap and bite you out of nowhere. We had a chow chow growing up, and it ended up fighting another dog in the living room over food. And then we tried to break it up, and it almost tore my grandmother's foot off. And so we ended up having the dog put down because it was just too mean. I don't know what, it just snapped one day. My life, it seems it's going all right. It's just that my house burnt, and I'm just having to rebuild it, and I'm just in a slow slum right now. But other than that, it's going all right. German Shepherds are really good dogs. I would own one. They're really good temperament dogs. They take care of your family, and they take care of the yard and stuff. They won't let nobody on your yard. But as far as being mean out of nowhere, I haven't never heard of one being unpredictable. They're really good dogs. Another dog that I don't like, this breed. I just don't like it because they don't live that long, and they are very expensive to only have a dog a few years, and that's the American Bulldog. Their lifespan is between 7 to 9 years, depending, and they're like $4,000 or $5,000. And for a dog that costs that much, you would at least want 15, 16 years out of it, but they don't live that long. And their drool gets everywhere, and it's bad. Yeah, I hope it does too. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thought that was a damn deer out there. Another one that I like, that I would never own, is a Saint Bernard. They eat too much food, they're expensive, and they drool everywhere. What I want, my next dog, if I get another dog, would be a Basset Hound. I had a set growing up as a kid. And if you want a laid back, chill dog that don't really get into nothing, you can get you a Basset Hound. They're pretty chill dogs when they get old. They just lay around and don't do shit. This other dog is real stubborn. But they're good dogs though. They live a pretty good long life. They live about 16 years. The Havanese, yeah, my father-in-law used to raise them, that breed. Him and his wife, before she passed away, they had a breeding outfit out there at the Myrtle Beach area. They're pretty good dogs. I like a Havanese. Little ankle biters is what I call them. Yeah, he raised black and white ones. They started off raising golden doodles, and then he got tired of getting studs that couldn't produce, and so he kept tired of wasting his money on them, and so he sold his breeding pair, and well, he sold the male to somebody that wanted him for a pet, not a stud. Then they ended up selling the mom to a breeder outside of their town, and then they ended up getting the Havanese pair and breeding them and selling them up and everything. They were really good breeders. Yeah, that's cool. We were trying to get the mama before they got rid of when she died. When her stepmom died, um, he still had the mom Havanese, and we tried to get her, but before he got rid of her, but we couldn't get her. She's already gone. But she was a little sweet dog. One thing though about them dogs, you can't make them stressed out. If you make them dogs stress out, it's not good. It's not good for the little hearts. He had one that got stressed out through a thunderstorm, and it ended up having a heart attack and died the next day because he was so stressed out. The thunder scared him enough to where he had a heart attack, and it was he was probably 8 weeks old. They're getting ready to sell him, and he died. Wouldn't eat, wouldn't drink, wouldn't do nothing, and they took him to the vet, and his heart quit. Is what happened. Well, that's good. Try to make people happy. Yep, yep, that's good. It's hard to do that though sometimes. Yep, they are. You can only make people happy for so long until they just don't want to be happy no more. It's hard, but keep trying though. That's all you can do. But yeah, we supposed to be going camping next week for a few days. About to go fishing and everything. So kind of excited about that. Over here, where they got two lakes that we're gonna go fishing on. Yeah, we're gonna try to. We're gonna try to have a good weekend anyway. I thought they were pulling in the driveway, but there ain't nobody here. Yeah, yeah. I was gonna have my little brother join, but he's in the bed. He went to bed earlier tonight. Okay, cool, cool. Appreciate that. My brother must be sick because he typically don't go to bed this early. Usually he's up till about 2 in the morning. But it just quit raining, so That's wild. It's been raining all day over here. Pretty much all day. I'm glad it's not 95 degrees. Ugh. Them hot days suck. They're not good. Has it been hot where you're at? It's been real hot over here the last few weeks. The heat needs to go away. But when the heat goes away, the rain comes in, which that's a good thing. We need it. KC Farms? No, I'm not, bro. I'm sorry to bust your bubble. Thanks for joining. I'm sorry. I don't have no mic. I'm not fancy yet. I ain't got to that point yet. Hopefully soon, though. Hopefully soon. All I can hear right here is the frogs and the crickets. Ain't really much happening here tonight, bum. Just been chilling with Crescent, or however I'm butchering your name. I know I am. Croissant, or yeah, I think that's what it says. Just been chilling here, talking about everything. Just sitting here listening to the frogs and crickets, and it was raining, so it's done quit now. Yeah, sometimes, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. So what are y'all's opinion on everything shutting down this last couple of days around Europe and over here about the airlines and the banks and debit cards and stuff not working? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. If I had a better seat to sit in, I'd be asleep. You going to bed? Alrighty. Alrighty. Yes, sir. That's my dad. He's sitting over here beside me. But I don't think that they yeah, I'm here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know if I got a good connection. Let's see if my Wi-Fi's on. Yeah, my Wi-Fi's on. I think with everything shutting down, I think it's a test to see how we are going to react to something even bigger. That's my opinion. Yeah, I'm in the U.S. um, See, the town I live in, 700 people has no power, and there's no reason for it. They can't figure out why they have no power. There's no lines down. There's no trees over lines. There's no transformers that are popped. Nothing. They can't figure out why 700 people in my county has no power. So go figure. I'm talking about like the airlines and the banks and debit cards and Cash App and all that's been shut down today. You really couldn't do. We couldn't send money on Cash App down here where I'm at. It says something error occurred or whatever, and I couldn't log into my bank. The bank was couldn't log into it. We're just sitting here talking about that. That's what I'm talking about anyway. And I'm thinking it's a test to see how we are going to react to something bigger that may happen or whatever. But I just don't know the way everything's going right now with the politics and the government, and it's crazy. You never know what to expect nowadays. Basically, all you really can do is just sit back and watch and see what happens. That's basically all you can do right now. Yeah, we had to pay with paper money today because there was a few stores down here where I'm at that their systems wouldn't even work cards. It's crazy, man, how, it only affected certain stores and certain banks and all that crap. It's weird how they were like targeted. That's my opinion. You know. Yeah, I don't believe the news either. That's what they were reading in the paper and on the news and stuff that Microsoft went down or whatever. No, I think it's something a lot bigger than that. You know, I think it's a lot bigger than that. You know. Yeah, Christ is coming, man. Christ will be. He's coming. Don't know when, but he'll be here. I know he will be here. The end's coming, man. I'm a religious guy, and I believe God's is fed up with the way the world's going. This ain't what he envisioned. This is not what he wanted. He didn't want people killing people and all that. He wanted everybody to live in peace and harmony. Yeah, me too, brother. Me too. Oh yeah, 110%. He's coming, and I just hope everybody gets on their knees and prays. You know, because that's what everybody needs to do. Because the Bible says he'll be coming back like a thief in the night. You'll never even know it. It'll just happen at the snap of a finger. No, you lighten my day just coming in here talking to us. You're good. Yep, 110%. Yep. Everybody that needs to repent and find God, they need to find a church of some sort and find God, because before it's too late, get saved and walk with Him, and He'll keep you safe and all of the stuff that's getting ready to happen. Nah, bub. Nah, Casey, you're good, bub. Yeah. I'm gonna run the live a little bit longer. I ain't gonna run it no hour tonight. I gotta get up in the morning. Yep. I'm into that. And see, all this stuff started really happening when the Euphrates River starting to dry up. And the Bible says when the Euphrates River dries completely up, that's when he's coming back. And it's wild, man. I believe that river is holding it was a prison for the fallen angels that he cast out so many years ago. And it's in the Bible. It talks about the Euphrates River. Go look it up. It'll blow your mind. Well, the Bible says you don't have to go to church. Church is at home. Church is in your heart. Wherever you feel like you need to hit your knees and talk to God, that's anywhere, bub. You ain't got to go to church to hear God. You can talk to God yourself. You don't have to hear a preacher man talk to God for you. You can talk to God anywhere. Your house, your bedroom, your closet. If you want to pray in your closet, that's what my stepdad used to do. My stepdad was going down a rough road back, years ago, and he was doing bad things. And he was one night he was taking a shower, and he come flying out of the shower, and like he had seen a ghost or whatever. Like he got scared. But he said that when he was washing his head and rinsing it, he had his eyes closed. Of course, you don't want the soap in your eyes. And he said that he seen the devil. And he said it scared him enough to turn his life around. And then every night, since then, every night for years, he would get his Bible, his candles, and he'd go in the closet and pray to God every night for about 2 hours. Every night for years, until my mom and him split up. He found God that day. When 3 or more come together, we all love you. I'm going. So you leaving me, Crescent? All right, or Croissant? All right. Well, you come back. You come back anytime. I'm usually live every night. I try to get between 9 and 9:30, 10 o'clock, but tonight was a little later, so I'll be here. Come back anytime. Go subscribe, and that way you get notification that I'm on. Yeah, gotta come to you, man. When you're the most vulnerable and you don't know which way to go, God will show Himself to you. He will show Himself to you. That way, it lets you know that He's always there, and He's never gonna leave. Yeah, I can't spell his name or pronounce it either. We'll just call you M, brother. Yeah. Yep. And say I was put on this earth to do something with my life, but I don't know what my destiny holds for me. But when I was 10 years old, I was a little kid on a four-wheeler that my uncle got for me, and I ran it through a barbed wire fence when I was 10, and it ripped me up pretty good. It cut my left arm in half. It got me across my stomach and my rib cage, and it tore everything out. And I don't want to get all too graphic on here. And then it messed my right arm up pretty good. And so I ran down the driveway hollering and screaming, but I felt no pain. I felt normal, but it's not normal when your inside is dragging on the dirt, And Dad grabbed me, and he put my stuff back inside of me, and he laid me down on the porch, and I felt peace. I didn't feel no pain. I didn't feel anything. I didn't even feel cold, even though I was shaking because I was in shock. Well, the ambulances got there. Like 4 ambulances showed up because they didn't know what to damn do with me. And the I guess the chief of paramedics come out, and he's like, "Look, he may not make it. Like I could hear him talking, but I knew in my head I was gonna be fine." And he said, "You have about a 10% chance to live in an ambulance to the hospital, and I'm giving you maybe a 15% chance in a helicopter. So they opted for the helicopter to come in. Helicopter came in and landed in the field beside my grandpa's house, airlifted me to Atlanta, and they were 5 doctors on the helicopter pad waiting on me. And they all got me. They cut my clothes off of me, and they got me into surgery. I was in surgery for 12 hours. And at one point, the doctors came out with my dad to sign papers to take my left arm away. And he's like, well, he's not gonna be able to use it if we keep it. And my uncle, one of my uncles, he's a preacher now. And he says, no, Tommy, we're gonna not sign them papers. We're gonna pray over it, and he's gonna keep that arm. So Dad never signed it. Well, they came back out and said, look, we found a little bit of muscle tissue left in his bicep. We're gonna attach it to see what happens. And he says at the most he'll just have a limp arm, but he'll get to keep it. So Dad said, cool. Well, I have full use of my arm. Like, I have full use of it. And they don't know how I lived. I said, God kept me alive. You know, he kept me here. And when I come to, I was in an induced coma for like 3 days after my surgery, because it was a major surgery. They didn't know how everything was gonna work, you know. So when I woke up, all 12 doctors was in my room just to see if I was gonna be alive or coherent or whatever. And once they figured out that I could breathe and on my own and all that crap, they all shook my hand, and I told them thank you for saving my life and everything, and here I am. So I was spared. My life was spared that day. I was supposed to do something big, but I don't know what it is yet. That hasn't happened. But let me go through y'all's comments. I've been commenting because I've been running my mouth. I needed this because earlier I was going to give up. God placed me right here to remind me who I am. Heck yeah, M. That is freaking awesome, brother. That is awesome. I'm going to pin this comment right here. Pin message. That's awesome, brother. I'm glad you were here too, man. That's freaking awesome, man. And Casey Farm says, don't ever feel alone, M. I've been there. A lot of people have, but God made each and every one of us special. You daggum Skippy. He said, I will never leave you or forsake you, and you're exactly right. Never give up or feel alone. Exactly, 110%. He did say that. Thank you, brother. Yep. Let's see. M said, I love you, brother. I can't wait to see you guys in the kingdom. Oh yeah, we'll all see each other one day, brother. Whenever that day will be, we'll all be there. And heck yeah, brother. Oh yeah, always, man. God, man, is one great man, and he'll take care of everybody. Yeah, I mean, y'all need to talk about anything, man. Get it off your chest. Here, now's the time, man. There's no judgment here, man, because I've been through it and I've seen it, and it's not my job to judge anybody. So if y'all have anything to say that you're kind of like, I don't know. I mean, if you feel like you need to say it, say it. converted, Em. Did you hear about that story? Did you hear about that story about that death metal band that they worship Satan, and the drummer caught COVID back in like 2020, I think, and he was in a coma for like 2 weeks because he couldn't breathe on his own. And when he woke up, he found God while he was asleep. And he woke up and told his band, he's like, "Look, I'm sorry. I love each and every one of you, but I can't do this anymore. I found God in my dreams, and he led me down the path, and now that man's a preacher." It is wild how God can come to you and tell a lost soul how he loves them and how he can put them where they need to be. Because this band, that's what they sung about. They worship Satan, and the drummer. I mean, it's wild, man, how God can get to you when he wants you to. Yeah, but you're not dumb, bro. You were just lost, brother, like everybody else in this world's lost, and you found your way. That's awesome. A lot of people can't find their way, or they don't want to find their way. But when they find their way, finally, they're like, "What a relief! I'm no longer walking in the dark alone. I'm in the light." You can be in the darkest place in your life, but God will shine His light on you, and you'll find it, and He'll brighten your life from every day after that. I'm sorry to hear that, Em. God's real, brother, and I'm glad you found Him. See you, bub. Come back tomorrow. I'll be here. That's awesome, Casey Farms, man. I hate that you were going through that part of your life. I'm glad you seen through it and got through it, and I'm glad that you're here. That's awesome, brother. I hate that, man. But I'm glad you seen through it and got through it, and you're a better man because of it. That's awesome, man. Why do you feel that it's your final goodbye? Why do you feel that way, bro? Like leaving the chat, or like what do you mean leaving? Like define that word. Yeah, talk to God and ask for forgiveness if you need it. Well, we all need forgiveness because every day the Bible says repent 100 times daily. Yeah, what you mean, brother? Like leaving the chat or leaving life? Like what you mean? Oh, and me worried about what you talking about. I thought you was gonna end it or whatever. Nah, but I'll be doing all that now. You got too much to live for. But if you're gonna be gone, bro, I mean, I'll be here. I'll be here tomorrow. Tomorrow evening sometime. Y'all like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so I can start getting monetized and stuff. People watching my videos. As soon as I hit that 1,000 mark, you know, I can start getting paid for these videos, make a little extra money, you know. We can all use it. I'm good, Mr. M. Yeah, just go like and subscribe, brother. I think I got like 112 subscribers. No, 812 subscribers. So I'm less than 200 away. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. Because once I get my house fixed, where we can move back in and everything, I'm gonna have a new deck put on the front of the house. I'm gonna have it screened in with a roof and everything, and I'm gonna set up a podcast. So it'll be me and my little brother doing it, and it'll be just like this, but it'll be a podcast. So we're gonna be talking about a little bit about everything or whatnot. Awesome, awesome. I'm glad you did. Thank you so much for that. So like last night we were talking about a little bit about everything last night. We were talking about, you know, people committing crimes and why they would, like, our opinions on why they think they need to do that. We talked about like the prison system, how messed up the prison system is in America. We talked about the vaccines, different kinds of vaccines, the COVID vaccine, the flu vaccine. We were talking about all of that. I mean, last night was a good live. Well, I'm glad, Mr. M. I'm glad. Because here, man, I mean, no judgment here, man. I mean, everybody here is welcome. I don't care what your background is. I don't care, you know, whatever. Black, white, blue, pink, purple, I don't care. Everybody here is welcome. I'm not going to censor you, but just depending on what you type in the comments, sometimes YouTube, they will censor it. So, and all that. Alright, cool, man. Cool. That's awesome. Alright, cool. You know, if you look at these live videos that they put on YouTube, it's mainly, what I'm seeing is mainly people wanting to read your future and tarot cards, and people playing video games, and just people doing weird stuff, you know, but I like to change it up a bit. And I started doing this to talk about my day, get my stresses off, and then if anybody else wants to chime in and get their stress relieved by talking about whatever, I have that platform right here, so you can come on here and say your piece or whatever, you know. I mean, the floor's open. I mean, if you want to talk about your day, talk about how crappy your day at work was, or whatever. I mean, we'll chat about it. Well, I'm glad you randomly found it, Casey Farms. Glad you're here, brother. I'm here every night. I've been here every night for probably a good better half of a week. I just started doing these lives about a week ago. But I have other videos on my feed if you want to go check them out. If y'all like mechanic work and like car audio and stuff like that. That's what I'm, and grass cutting. I'm a landscaper by trade, and I got some grass cutting videos on there too. So if y'all are interested in any of those type of videos, be sure to check out my channel. I'm glad, man. I'm glad you work hard, man. Everybody needs a job. Everybody needs to stay busy, because idle hands does the devil's work. Always remember that. Stay busy. Keep doing something. Even on your days off, go find something to do in the yard, whether it be cutting the grass or planting a flower bed. Stay busy. That saying is stuck in my head since I was a little kid. Somebody told me that at church. Idle hands does the devil's work. And if you don't understand what I mean by that, if you're not doing nothing and your hands is just idle, your mind will start wandering, and your mind will make you do bad things. Yeah, it's kept with me my whole life. And I have done bad things in my life I'm not proud of, but I've asked for forgiveness for it. I'm not that person anymore. I've grown up a whole hell of a lot and realized my life worth on this earth. So I had to change my wicked ways. So now I stay busy. I'm always doing something. Well, when you're asleep, you're good. You're not doing nothing bad, because you can't do nothing bad while you're asleep. So I think you're good when you're asleep, brother. Well, I'm glad I helped you, Mr. M. I'm glad, man. Dude, you have no idea. I was wondering how I was going to stay away from sin, and prayed about it. And yeah, stay busy, brother. Stay busy. Because once you're staying busy, your mind is clear and the devil can't get in your head anymore. Once you fight that battle and you win, he'll leave you alone. Especially when you got God in your head and your mind telling you to stay busy. Whether it be fishing, whether it be shooting BB guns or shooting guns, or fixing a car, a lawnmower, weed eater, something. Keep your mind busy. Yeah. Any activity, man, don't matter. Keep your mind, keep your hands busy while, as long as you're doing good. Whether, hell, go on the side of your street, pick up trash, clean up your neighborhood, or clean up your streets that you live on, or go next door and take out the next door neighbor's trash if they're elderly or whatever. Just do good and stay busy. Because once you're living for God and you're staying busy, the devil can't touch you. He can't get in your head anymore. Well, I said I wasn't going to go for an hour, but I'm already at an hour, so we might as well go a little longer. This is a good live. I didn't know it was going to be like this. I'm glad that you guys are here. Yeah, I'm glad he's speaking to you, man. He's always speaking to everybody. If you'll just sit down and listen, that's all you got to do. Sit down and listen, and you'll be amazed at what he can do for you. Like if you play an instrument, like if you play guitar or fiddle or bass or drums or whatever, that'll keep you really busy, because you want to play with the music you like. See, I play guitar, and on my worst days that I gotta do something, I grab my guitar and I play for hours. I pick out songs that I know, and I'll just sit there and play to them, play along with them. Yeah. Yeah, we're all created in His image. All right, Cassie Farms, glad you were here. Yeah, man. Play guitar, man. Play the heck out of it, man. Like if you're having a bad day, like when I'm having a bad day, like when my PTSD is up and I'm having like triggers and stuff, I go grab my guitar and I'll just sit there and close the door and throw my headphones in, throw music on, and I'm playing to it. And I'll sit there and do it for hours until I feel better. Oh, that's a bad guitar, bro. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Heck yeah. So I got an old Epiphone EJ200 acoustic in the room and all that. Yeah, playing guitar helped my anxiety too, brother. When I'm having an anxiety attack or anything like mental for that day that I need to clear my head, I pick that guitar up and all of it goes away, dude. As soon as that music starts playing off them strings, it's just like it floats away, like you're on cloud and you're just gone. I love it. I love playing music, man. I love music. I love everything about music. I started off playing drums when I was younger, and I got really good at the drums, like really, really good at it. And I picked up the guitar, and I never stopped. Yep. Bass, I was trying to learn bass. I just couldn't ever grasp it, but it's not a hard instrument to learn. If I can pick it back up, I can probably learn it in probably a few weeks. But heck, I grew up on bluegrass gospel, regular bluegrass, country, and all that, and just regular gospel music. I grew up on all of that stuff. See, my uncles on my mom's side, they can tear a guitar and banjo to pieces, son. They're really good. And my grandfather, he was really good at guitar and banjo. He passed away in '07. He died at old age. My favorite band, that's a hard one. Um, like outlaw country, it'd be Cody Jinks. He's really good. Um, like rock, kind of heavy metal, would be Volbeat. They're from Copenhagen, Denmark. They're really good. Um, Second best probably be old school Metallica. As far as like country, probably George Strait, George Jones, Merle Haggard, all the old guys. Hank Williams Sr. I grew up on him. That's all me and my grandfather listened to is Hank Williams Sr. Um, what else? That's pretty much it for me. And then bluegrass would be Billy Strings. If you don't know who Billy Strings is, go check him out. That boy's fire. He can tear a guitar to pieces, son. He's good. Yeah, I listen to grind core technical. I never heard of that. I have to check that out, man. That sounds pretty cool. Billy Strings, man, is freaking epic. That boy's good. Dust in a Baggie is my favorite song. Yeah, yeah. You just commented on that, boy. Yeah, you know what's up. Yeah, Dust in the Bag is my favorite one that he plays. And then him and Willie Nelson did a song, California Sober. That one's really good too. California Sober, him and Willie Nelson cut that song, and that one's pretty good. I like that one too. Oh yeah, buddy. Heck yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, Waylon Jennings, he was good too. You know that man died in like 2003, I think, 2000, maybe 2001. He died of diabetes. Diabetes got Waylon Jennings. Yeah, he went in ketoacidosis and died. He died in the hospital. His son, Shooter Jennings, he's good too. He just stays quiet. He don't like mainstream his music. He'll cut a record and just sell it. He don't really mainstream his stuff. Casey Farms, you're a girl. Well, I'm sorry. I thought I was calling you brother. I'm sorry. I didn't want to offend nobody. Um. Oh yeah, the Man in Black too. Old Johnny Cash. He's pretty good too. He was pretty good. You know, he had recorded a album like 20 years ago that he did not want released until 2024. It came out July. This sometime in July. His record producer put it in a vault for it not to be released until this year of July. It's pretty wild. I haven't heard it yet. Well, I'm glad you found it. I get on here, man. I'll rant and ramble about everything, man. I'll sit here and just talk about anything. A lot of people don't want to hear what I have to say, but it's whatever. I mean, I'll get a few people in here that will sit here and talk for a full hour with us, but it's very few and far between. But I found three of y'all, so I'm glad I found three of y'all. Y'all are pretty cool people. I like y'all. I think it'll be more interesting once I get it professionalized and whatever for my house. It'll just be a little while. Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah. Like I said, I try to get my lives on between 9 and 10, and I run them as long as I can. But sometimes it'll be like this. It'll be late. You know, I had to go feed my animals earlier, so it takes about an hour and a half to do all that up there. And tonight I'm like, shoot, I forgot all about my live. So I went ahead and just jumped on here real quick. I wasn't going to run it for about maybe 30, 40 minutes, you know. I got to get up in the morning. I got to go cut a big yard tomorrow. But heck, it's been on here an hour and almost hour and 10 minutes. So y'all keeping it going. So I appreciate that. That's awesome. I appreciate that. That's awesome. I'm glad you hit that like, but hit the heck out of it, man. That's awesome. I got I got down here at my dad's. I got my Datsun Rip, and I got my Japanese Chin. His name is Berkeley. And then at my house, I got. I don't know what Augie is. Augie's a white dog. I think he's a lab mixed with something, but he's a good dog. I raised him up from a puppy. And then Jackson, he is a Staffordshire Pit. And then I have a watchdog bloodline. He's a blue pit. His bloodline it dates back to the late 1800s. They used that bloodline to watch their families. He was a nanny dog. His bloodline comes from the nanny dog. Um, the people I got him from did the DNA test on him. It cost them $4,000 to do everything. And they trace his bloodline goes all the way back to the 1800s. His name is Dexter. He's a big baby. But he loves his family, though. He loves us, and he's a good dog. And then I got a cat up there. His name is Steve. He's a black and white cat. He's a funny looking cat. And then I got about 60 chickens that I take care of. They're all game chickens. If you don't know what game chickens are, just go look up what a game chicken is. But once you look up the research on game chickens, it'll tell you some pretty controversial stuff about game chickens, but I don't do none of that. I just raise them and I show them at chicken shows. I don't do nothing illegal with them. I don't do none of that. It's animal cruelty. Yeah. Some of them cats, man, are funny like that. They'll be all lovey-dovey, and then you go to touch them, they'll bite the crap out of you. It's weird, man, how a cat just goes from that to evil, if you'd say it like that. It's pretty wild. 5 chickens, 13 cats, 4 dogs. Oh my gosh, these chickens. I love my chickens so much. Yeah, I got about 60 of them. I got to go watch the video on my channel that I just posted here the other day. That's called Chickens and Tilling. And it shows a little bit of my chickens up there. Well, that's awful. I hate that you lost your house and your dog or your animal. I hate that. Well, I'm glad she was awesome. Well, that sucks. Now, I don't eat none of my chickens. I got too much money in them. Mine are not eating chickens. I mean, you can eat them, but I don't eat them. No, I don't. I eat the eggs if I'm not going to hatch out the eggs. If I don't want to fool with that breed or whatever that year, I'll take their eggs and put them in the house. I'll eat the eggs. Eggs are really good. The ones that I don't hatch and raise, I'll eat or give to the neighbors and let them eat them. They're a lot better for you because they ain't got all them steroids and hormones and all that crap in them like they do at the big market stores. You know, all them big chicken farmers, we don't put no hormones or steroids in our chicken's feed. That's all lies, guys. Don't believe that crap. Because them chickens that you're eating at the stores, like the chicken breasts and all that you buy at the stores, those chickens were this tall 6 weeks ago. So you telling me you're going to take a chicken that's this tall, grow it till it's about 15 pounds in 6 weeks without using hormones and steroids? Bull crap. They don't tell you that, but yeah, them chickens that get slaughtered, they're called broilers. And those broilers are this big when they first get them in the house. And in 6 weeks, they're about 16 pounds. And they say they don't use hormones and steroids in their feed. That's a lie. Because it's impossible for a chicken to go from a baby to full grown in 6 weeks. It don't happen that way. It just don't happen that way. That's why all of the children nowadays are hitting puberty a lot earlier. It's because all of the hormones that they're putting in the food. Milk also. The best chicken and meat, if you're a meat eater, if you're not vegan, the best meat and the healthiest meat that you can get anywhere is slaughter your own chickens, slaughter your own pork, and slaughter your own beef. Grow it on your farm, and then you have your neighbor down the street. If you don't want to do it, have them process it, because you know what's in that meat. It's just grass. There's no grain. There's nothing in that. It's just grass-fed beef, grass-fed chickens if you don't use feed, so on and so forth. You know what's in the meat, and it's more healthy for you. See, the government they really don't want you doing that, really, because they're not getting kickback from it. Yeah, when you grill chicken, if you grill any kind of meat, it's better for you because it's not sitting in the grease and stuff. But if you have to use oil to cook your food, or if you want fried chicken or whatever, don't get canola oil. Get vegetable oil. Do not, no, do not get peanut oil. Peanut oil is only used for deep frying turkeys. That's it. But get vegetable oil. It's actually a lot better for you if you want to use oil to fry your foods. Vegetable oil, not canola oil. Vegetable oil. It's better for you. And if you really want to go a step further, um, it's not really better for you, but it makes your food taste better, and that's pig lard. Get you some Crisco lard, or get you straight pig lard. You can get it at the grocery store. It's a little bit more money. It's not better for you, but it makes your food taste better. There ain't nothing better than home cooked fried chicken. I'm sorry, you know, there ain't nothing better than that right there. You season your flour, put all your seasoning in your flour, and you put your chicken in. First you wash your chicken, but not wash it with soap like these idiots do on YouTube. You just wash them with warm water. Just wash them off, then throw them in the egg wash. Throw them in your flour, and then throw them back in the egg wash, and throw them back in the flour, and then throw them in your pan. Then you'll have extra crispy chicken. Man, it's so freaking good. Oh my god. Fried chicken, mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese, and biscuits and corn. Oh my Jesus. Oh man, it's so good. It's so freaking good. Oh my gosh. I've been trying to get my mom to cook us dinner like that one night, but she won't do it. She said it takes too much time. I said, Mama, you make the best fried chicken ever. But she don't care. She don't want to hear it. It's 12:45. Yeah, it's almost 1 a.m. Yeah, I'm about to have to get off here, but y'all guys make good company, so it's hard to get off when people are making good company. Henrietta for dinner. Where's that from? That sounds so familiar. Where's that from? Casey Farms. Where's that from? Oh, that sounds so familiar. I can hear it in my head, but I can't. I'm in Georgia. Well, no, there was some kind of Henrietta. There was something on a cartoon or something, and I think it was a chicken, but I can't remember. It was either a cow or a chicken or something. I can't remember, but that was a saying. That was a line in a movie. Are we eating Henrietta tonight or whatever? I thought that was funny. Another good food is if you like pork, and that's pork steaks. I call them poor man steaks. You can get them at the grocery store that hand cuts meat and stuff. Walmart just now started selling pork steaks. Man, you put you some adobo and garlic powder or garlic salt on them. Oh my gosh, and fry them on the grill. Oh my Jesus, it's so good. Pork steaks are awesome. Georgia is bipolar as crap because one minute it's either so freaking hot you can't breathe or so cold that you can't get warm. So there you go. I have to have a fan going in my room. So I have to have a fan going. Yeah, that's a ceiling fan I got on the porch, but it's not running right now. Usually it's running, but it ain't running tonight. I thought it felt kind of a little bit warm out here, but I realized the fan wasn't running. But for me to go to sleep, I gotta have background noise. I gotta have something going, either the TV or the fan, or I leave my YouTube running. I gotta have something to go to sleep on. That's just all. I've always been that way. Radio, music, something. Yeah, my dad set all this up. Let me turn the camera around. Yeah, my dad built all this. And my stepmom, she picked out all of the furniture to go out here and stuff. There's the bug zapper. Last night there was a bug got in that thing, and that thing buzzed for, I know, 15 minutes. I'm like, good Lord, he's frying over there. It smelled like burnt hair. I'm like, ooh, it stinks out here now. Wood chipper. Yeah. Well, guys, I'm gonna run this live by another 5 more minutes. I got to get my rear into bed. I hate to run out so soon, but we've been on here a good hour and a half. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. See, the other night, last couple of nights, they've been a Japanese hornet flying around. It's them big yellow ones that are like 3 inches long, and it sounds like a helicopter when it goes by your head. And I had the zapper on, and he floated up into the zapper, and I'm like, come on, touch that fence, touch the little fence inside. But he flew in, crawled up the wall, and then went out the top. I'm like, you mug. And he just kept buzzing around, and I ended up just switching seats every time he get close to me. But he eventually flew away, but tonight he's not out and about, so I'm glad. I'm 34. Yeah, dude, like them big old Japanese hornets. If you ain't never seen one in real life, they're like this long, and when they go by your head, it sounds like a little mini helicopter going by your head. See you tomorrow, buddy. I'll be here. Just keep an eye out. If I ain't on by 9:30, then just give me time. 28. I wish I was 28 again. Good Lord. I'm 34 and I feel like I'm 50 sometimes. How old are you, KC Farms? Mommy asking. You ain't gotta tell you if you don't want to. But it's good talking to you guys. I enjoyed the heck out of this. This was awesome. Nah, 45 ain't that bad. You still you ain't old. You're still right there with us. You good? Well, happy late birthday. I'll be 35 and December 5th. I was supposed to be born a couple of days after Thanksgiving, and my mom says no, and so she held me as long as she could, and here I am on December 5th. She didn't want my birthday associated with a holiday, so that's why she kept me in the womb another week and a half, 2 weeks. However, how long it is anyway. Wow. I'm a Sachi. Oh man. My cousin's birthday is April 7th, and my stepmom's is April 17th. Three more minutes, guys. I'll make it to an hour and 30. Then I'll be out. So whatever y'all got to say or want to talk about right quick, throw it out there. I don't really know much about the signs either. Just know that the Sagittarius people are real loyal people, and they're loyal to a fault. And you don't really want to mess with us. And we're good-hearted people, and we take a lot of crap that we shouldn't take on, and everything. We're usually the butt ends of everybody's joke. Oh, you're a Sagittarius. Oh God, whatever. I mean, I'm a good person. I'm a good kind of hearted person until you make me mad, and then that's pretty much over then. Gemini. I don't know what the Gemini's mentalities are. Ugh. 45 seconds, guys. Come on. We can make it. That's why me and Casey get along. We all get along, brother. We all get along. That's another thing that's wrong with this world is everybody is at fault and everybody's at each other's odds. Everybody wants to fight each other. If we just sit back and realize and get to know that person, it's peace, man. We all have peace, peace and tranquility. My name's Zach. But guys, I appreciate y'all being here. Y'all have been a great audience, great crowd. I'm so glad that y'all are here. God bless all three of y'all. Y'all are good people, and I will be back tomorrow evening Love y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Y'all have a good night, and pray and say your prayers before you go to sleep at night. Thank the Lord that you're here, and have Him watch over your family and everything. And I will see y'all later. Peace out.